What's up everyone, and welcome to today's video. Today's video is going to be a personal story about why I believe college is a scam. Okay, so as we begin this video today, I first off want to say that everything that is expressed in this video are my own opinions, are my own previous experiences with college. Everybody in life has their own story. This is mine. Yours is going to be different from mine. So you might agree with me or you might disagree with me. Either way, I would love to hear what you think about the video that is about to ensue. So I ask you to watch this video through, and I ask that you leave comments down below and let me know what your opinions are on this topic. So I want to begin by giving you my own personal experience of college. I would say in about the 6th grade, I knew that I wanted to go to college. I also knew what I wanted to do in the 6th grade. Many people were undecided heading into their freshman year, or many people were even undecided halfway through their sophomore year. I was definitely on the contrary to that, as I knew I wanted to go into the criminal justice system to become, I don't want to say, a forensic analyst. We'll just go with that. So, right off the bat, I already knew what I wanted. Now, going to college, I knew that I didn't want a huge school. I didn't want really to experience crazy parties, because that's not me. What I did know is I wanted to play sports, and I wanted a place that was still relatively close to home. Well, at least at the time. I came between two schools, Northern Kentucky University, in which I would have been able to walk onto the basketball team there, play basketball, and be roughly 3 hours from my home. I also had a school right down the road, Ohio University. Now, we have Ohio University Athens, and we have Ohio University Lancaster. I also knew that I did not want to go into debt. Debt was a huge thing that I did not want to accrue, and I realized right off the bat that I could very easily have gone to a school that I could be hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt with. So after all of that, I decided to attend the Ohio University. Now, I ended up going to Ohio University Lancaster, but I still took classes at OU Athens at times. So I still was able to experience the big campus feel per se. Now, obviously I was never one for partying. I was always focused on what I was focused on at the time, which at the time was sports and creating myself a better future. Also, with that being said, I just realized that my life at the time was college, and I needed to focus on that rather than focus on outside sources. So, attended OU, whatever you want to say. I did play baseball there, and I played basketball there, and I ended up graduating with an associate's degree in criminal justice. Now, luckily, when I graduated, I wasn't in debt, and I really didn't have to worry about it. In fact, my college debt was less than my high school debt because I went to a Catholic high school, so that was very nice. Now, in graduating, right off the bat, I was still looking for a job, say 4 to 5 months after I graduated. Had a few offers, had a few places, but nothing truly stuck. Well, about that time, I was in a really good relationship for going on about 2 years, and I wasn't even living here anymore. I was living in West Jefferson, which is about an hour, or a little over an hour from where I am currently. So, let's just say that that relationship ended very abruptly, very unexpectedly, and it was one of the hardest things that I've had to deal with personally. When that happened, I lost all interest in criminal justice. I lost all interest in anything that was related to my life at the time previous to that point. So for a few months, I bounced around. I didn't really know what I was going to do. I worked some valet jobs, I worked some side jobs. I really didn't even know, I had no idea where I was going at that point. I worked at a warehouse until one of my best friends at the time called me Blake, and he offered me a general manager position at Domino's at the age of 21. Now, I'm not going to go into the whole Domino's story. A lot of you probably know that. If you don't, I might dive into it at a later date. But I did that for 2.5 years. Starting out, it was amazing. It was fantastic. I loved every minute of it. As it progressed, I still enjoyed it, but it got to be more of a hassle and more of a. I was depressed. I mean, I'll put it at that. I was working 80-hour weeks, not really making very good money. The responsibilities that I had to do the tasks that I needed for the pay were just not worth it. I was 21, 22 years old at the time, and I had no time to do anything other than sleep for a few hours a night and work. Absolutely hated that, and I decided that it was time for a change. So once that happened, then that's when I moved on into creating my own business that you know of today as ZCompany. Now, here's where I go back to the whole college thing. So I graduated with a criminal justice degree, right? If you look now at my life, I do absolutely nothing with that degree. You can also look around at other people who have either A, gone to college, or B, didn't go to college at all. However, they do absolutely nothing related to that degree. Now, why did I take that route? Well, when I was in college, you know, I was still about doing societal norms. I wanted to fit in. Quickly realized after my relationship ended that I wanted to be different from everybody else. I didn't want to construe to that normal idea. So I decided to bounce from that idea and be different. Picked my 5 passions in life, what my 5 passions were, and I said, how can I make a business around these 5 things? The biggest part of the business obviously being cars and racing. Now, upon starting this business, I had a pretty decent grasp of business from Domino's. I mean, I ran multiple stores. I was dealing with everything business related, hiring, firing, ordering things, just everything you need to run a business. So I had some experience, but obviously there's always room to grow and always knowledge to be gained. What I learned quickly was the fact that every single thing that I ever needed to know was online, or as I like to call it, YouTube University. Anything that I didn't know, I could type it in and instantly have access for free. Now, you know me, I'm big on passion and I'm big on happiness. So I ask you right now to figure out what the top 3 things are in your life. What is it that you love more than anything? Take those 3 things and look at them and see if there's a way that you can make money off of them. Now I say see if there's a way because I guarantee you there is absolutely a way you can make money off of those three things. With the way the world is today, social media, networking, you can make money literally from anything. Don't forget, a guy is a billionaire from selling a pet rock, and it's literally a rock. So always keep that in mind. But what I'm getting at here is I knew nothing about video. I mean nothing. If you go back to my early days of making a YouTube video, my videos were trash, they were terrible. I didn't even know how to put music to a video. Today, that's all changed. I knew nothing about photography. Check out my photography page. It's pretty good. It's not great, and I'm not going to sit here and say I'm amazing at it because I'm not, and I've got a lot of room to grow. But I learned it all just simply through the internet. When it came to racing cars, I knew how to drive, but I didn't know how to fix cars. Literally every single thing that I've learned on cars and still continue to learn to today is done by going to YouTube, typing in what I'm looking for, watching it, learning it, understanding it, and then going to do it. Sure, you're going to fail a few times. I remember a couple years ago when I couldn't even do the brake job on a car. Like I didn't know. I watched the video, I failed at it, I was terrible. I know the first 3 or 4 times it'd take me a whole day just to do brakes. This last week I changed a whole set of brakes in 15-20 minutes. So failure is going to lead you to success. But the reason I believe college is a scam today is because people are going to college, going in massive, massive debt. You're talking hundreds of thousands of dollars to graduate, only to get a job that pays you $40,000 or $50,000 a year. So why did you go to school for $100 grand a year just to get a job that only pays you 40 to 50 grand? And not to mention that most people aren't happy with the field that they go into after college. By college, you're burned out on that topic and you just don't even care for it anymore, but yet they still go into the field because they feel like they have to. I want you to realize that you don't have to do what everybody else does. Be the best version of yourself. Chase your happiness, find your passions, and do that. Anything that it is, you can find on YouTube for free. It does not take college to learn something. It does not take college to tell you how to run a business. In fact, they don't even tell you how to run a business. Even if you go to business school, it's just more facts that you can get anywhere for free. Now, what I do want to say here is realize that there are jobs that which you do need college. For example, my best friend, my brother, he's a doctor. You need to go to school to be a doctor. To be a lawyer, you need to go to school. Those are the jobs that, if that's what makes you happy and that's your passion, then absolutely I advise you go to school, because you need to go to school in order to succeed in that field, in order to get a job in that field. But if it comes to things that don't require a college degree, I urge you to think outside the box, and I urge you to find what your true passions are. Chase your passions, find that happiness, learn everything you can, read, watch seminars, go to YouTube. You can learn it all right there for free. That's my stance on why I believe college is a scam in today's world of 2019. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today's video. Please let me know your comments down below. Peace out, and remember, you create your own story.